Hi, my name is Ian Kendall, and today I'd like to tell you a wee bit about my book, The Lost Luggage Show. It's a strange title, isn't it? What is The Lost Luggage Show? Well, it's a blueprint, really, for the insurance policy for magicians, mainly aimed at stage magicians or people that do stand-up or travel. What do you do when you lose your kit? When your bags go missing, or you arrive at the venue and your show doesn't? What do you do? And in the book, I explain my approach to it, which is to be prepared. Make sure that you have a show that you can do with improvised routines that you can get from a stationer's or a chemist or a onboard shop on a ship or something like that, so that you can do a professional show. And the important thing is a professional show. The book's split into three sections. The first section is called The Chat, which is where I explain why you need a show, how to create the show, things to consider when you are creating a lost luggage show. The second section is a list of, it's a jumping off point. It's my personal list of routines that are in my Lost Luggage Show repertoire. It's not exhaustive. It's not a be all and end all. It's a jumping off point so that you can either use my list or don't use my list. I tell you where you can learn these routines with resources and references. And it's a way to sort of start your search for material. The second section is the work, and in that I teach if there are some routines in the chat section which are mine, for example, or the public domain, I will teach the handlings for those. And then the final section is called the shows, I think I called it. Now, putting it together, which is I give 3 example shows. I think it's a corporate after dinner show, a slightly different, another after show, I'll have to look, and then a private party. And I give 3 example breakdowns of the routines you can do. I do a shopping list, a packing list, blocking list, just as an example of what can be done with routines that you can use improvised. If you think of Michael Webber's definitions of improvised to impromptu from Lifesavers back in the 90s, improvised routines are ones that are set up with materials you can just find, but they are pre-planned, whereas impromptu is just something you can just pick up and go. I talk about the importance of improvised routines, and I talk about the importance of having improvised routines in your main show. So routines that you do all the time that can be done with improvised material. If you're at Magic Live last year, you might have seen my lecture where I did a wee 20-minute spot with stuff that I bought from Walmart, and then talked about the show. But that is the Lost Luggage Show. It is it's an insurance policy. I hope you never have to use it, but I hope if you are in that situation, you are prepared. Nick Lewin said, this book is full of useful information and great routines. Every stage magician should read it and be prepared for when that emergency situation arrives. Highly recommend it. Well, I'm not going to argue with Nick. It is available from lulu.com. I'll put the link in the description, but thank you very much for listening about the Lost Luggage Show.